Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one I'm going to be covering the new Signs of the Swarm album entitled Vital Deprivation. This is the third studio-length album by the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania band Signs of the Swarm. You know, I had an inkling of the label they were signed to by the second track. The first track is just a little bit of an introduction, and my suspicions were proven right. This is a band signed to Unique Leader Records. That is even reflected in the length of the album. It boasts 11 tracks and it's 36 minutes long. And here's the thing, I am a big fan of this style of deathcore, this very slamming, brutal deathcore, very cleanly produced sound. It just has to be in increments for me, something that I have to be in the mood for, because a lot of it sounds so sanitized, so pristine, it might sound a little bit robotic and mechanical. Now that's not to say there isn't a lot to like about this record. It is fun, it's blood and guts smeared on the wall in every which direction, full of misanthropy and death. Don't let me be the party pooper, because this is a pretty kick-ass record for the genre, but for people saying it's super dynamic, for people saying it's super boundary pushing, I'm just not seeing it. And that's coming from someone that enjoys Unique Leader Records. Don't let that be misconstrued at all. Now don't get me wrong, there are some sections, some tracks that sound very unique in their approach. Take the second track, which is the technical first real track after the introduction, Tempting Death. Sure, without a doubt, this track follows a pretty strict formula, but I do like some of that demented melodicism, specifically near the midway point where it kind of all fades away. But it's one of those things where the band is giving with one hand and taking with the other, because it just kind of bursts into this Infinite Annihilator-esque, incomprehensible, jumbled up, layered vocals. I mean, down to the T of the pauses in the instrumentation right before it goes super heavy. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Infinite Annihilator. I like their most recent album, The Battle of Yaldabaoth. On this track I even like a lot of the guitar glitch freakouts. But for most of this album, even though it is super fresh to listen to on the ears in terms of the brutality factor and the ecstasy factor of just sounding so heavy and so abrasive, there's just not much here that would make me return to this album over a lot of other Unique Leader Records albums, or even a tiny slice of the major slew of bands that have tried to copy the Unique Leader Records format, because they're a very influential label when it comes to these very well-produced, slamming, brutal deathcore bands. Signs of the Swarm obviously have the technicality, they have the proficiency on their instrumentation, they have the vocals down. There are some very diverse vocals on this record, but it's just not that memorable to me. Now, like I said, maybe this is just one of those things I'm not getting. I don't want to be a party pooper, because I feel like this is something I should enjoy. I like a lot of bands like this. Some of my favorite records this year and last year come from this genre. It's just, while it's obvious that Signs of Swarm know what they're doing, I personally didn't get a whole lot out of this record, even though I can see where the band is coming from. And I guess I'll leave it at that. If you enjoy slamming brutal deathcore, check this out. Hell yeah. Signs of the Swarm obviously know what they're doing. I just don't think it is the most memorable record to come out of this genre recently. I'm going to be giving this album a 6.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Please stay for the end screen. I'll link some videos that you might be interested in. Have you heard this new Signs of the Swarm album, Vital Deprivation? If you have, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts of the record are. Maybe you liked it a lot more than me. That's awesome. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to join the review family today. I'd love to have you here. And smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.